See you later. Bye. Big gulps, huh?
That was like Trace's throws.
Yeah.
It really was.
They're always off the cuff. So Liquid has taken the first step towards France. It's a ways out. Ghost, though, have a little bit of comeback to be able to manage this. And this is going to be a tough ask to do on the map pick of Liquid. They themselves have started off 5v4 right now. Steel benched for the round. And Freakazoid making contact in mid. And little does he know, he had a little bit of a surprise coming up the Xbox to him as well. And Liquid continue to assert dominance and grow their numbers. 2-man advantage now.
Yeah, Dust2 is one of those scary maps here, Dallas, where either side, really, you can have a dominant start on. So really, Ghost Gaming taking CT side, feeling confident on it, but Teesside is just as even here. So we will see Liquid in the man advantage, 2-man advantage, to be quite honest, as they get the bomb down. And they have 2 players on Cat getting ready to defend.
Ooh, not a coordinated flashbang. Neptune dies, and there was an initial flash that came across from Gusta. Gusta's able to pick up 1, but he's done, and that's the thing. That's the crux. Ghost needed to win Catwalk there to have a chance at the retake because the bomb is planted for Cat. So now you still have players remaining out there. Wardell coming from CT. Sure, he managed to pick up a kill, but he will not be able to win the round, nor will he be able to take another breath as his last one was drawn and delivered by Nitro.
Yeah, I mean, right there in that round, Liquid just continuing off the pace that they had on Mirage. They're a fairly quick B hit, or A hit, sorry, I should say, moving up that catwalk and just absolutely taking out Ghost Gaming. No real chance for Ghost Gaming to even have a retake in that process.
All right, so second round, as it always is a little bit of a force buy. Cousteau, though, does save his money. Steel invests in head armor and a deagle, and then the scout is out there to reach out and try and peel something off. It'd be nice to be able to get the scout deagle combo for Ghost Gaming right now. It is, though, just mid with Wardell. Luckily, though, he is able to fall away as Elige was looking to pursue that kill. After that first shot rang out, Elige did catch that one, but Elige was about to chase it anyway because there's no way to rearm a second round in. Freakazoid misses just a bit left and low of Twist, and a great grenade coming in, hitting Steel for the most part. His single dig shot out and missing a bit wide left as well. It's just the crosswind here on Dust2. That's what's pushing Ghost Gaming's aim off just a bit.
Yeah, Liquid throwing the mid to B smokes now. We're actually going to keep the Ghost Gaming players worried about the middle area, allowing them to just slip into B here uncontested. The bomb will be going down momentarily as Cousteau peers on into that site. Stewie2K says, hey, don't be looking in here, nothing to see, and the bomb goes down.
Hey, they got their first kill, and that was on one of the rare healthy players. Now Stewie, who's hanging out at 100 HP, just had a bunch of shots go down towards him, but he was able to duck and cover for the most part. Now falling back. You got 4 alive for Liquid, and that is what it's going to be. Even though they're so wounded, there was potential there for Ghost to pick up 3 more kills at least. They just didn't have the numbers to be able to look into the B site confidently. Anybody that was up towards the window quickly went out. And this is just a little recap on Twist picking up that first kill. And immediately after this, they ended up taking Steel, I believe. Yes, my memory serves me.
All right, looking at Ghost Gaming now on that full save. Wondering what they're going to be actually doing here. It does look like a B stack is in the cards for them. No one really from the Liquid side over towards B except for Stewie. That's a great nade out of him. He's going to find 1, 2, maybe a third here, but it's Cousteau to take him down.
Okay, at least you've got the tunnels control, but you've abandoned that the A site, so it's open for business. And I like this little shift. They send 2 players down into CT, and if Ghost want to have any look at this, they've got a long stretch. The AK now's been dropped. The only problem is Steel would love to get to it, but he's on the other side of the door. He would have to come out into the open. He gets tagged and can't keep his move speed up. No further survivors. Elige takes those last 2, and Liquid are off to the 3-0 start.
Okay, we are moving into the gun rounds. Ghost Gaming, they'll have the op on the back of Wardell, and as well as Wardell, Cruces is going to join him with that AWP, Dallas. So it's going to be interesting in this round to see where Gusta as well as Wardell head to start this one off. It does look like, I believe, Wardell will be favoring long, Gusta favoring middle. Is Gusta going to go for the mid pick? No, doesn't look like it. A little bit too much fear, but he is going to watch the fast cat to start this round off. Yeah,
they cross safely, and you got a couple players from Liquid that are going down through Suicide. We've seen that yesterday out there as well. A little bit risky, but I doubt Ghost were willing to take that early peek, because if you just barely get the op in your hand and it's that quickly taken away from you, it's so lost. And Elige takes a headshot, but he keeps fighting back. At 2 HP, he's fine, and Liquid have the A site. I don't even know if there's any look for a retake. Steel even has to fight his way out of long A if he wants to have an opportunity to save. It's definitely a save. Neptune's all the way to B platform, and Steel can't escape. He was caught up in the trap.
Elige, as well as Twist, hitting some great shots that round. A very fast A A hit out of the Liquid side. It's going to net them that entire A bomb site uncontested for the most part. Elige popping off, takes down the AWP of Wardell towards that game helper. Freakazoid tries to peek from A ramp to try and even this up, but he doesn't even get that. Cousteau staying alive with that AWP, taking down Nitro now. Ow. But we will see two players heading in towards the B tunnels. Yeah. Trying to get a frag themselves.
They want this hunt. They should peek these corners. Little run boost over the top, and Neptune realizes that that was part of the plan. So as soon as he realized that player got to safety, he saw he was getting peeked out there as well. Ghost are able to hold on to 2 of the weapons. That's fine and dandy, but the remaining cash.
Shots
he's about to eat one shot to the face right here, but he's able to just return back and say, you know, the AK has just that much more punch power at range than the AUG does. So you've got a big advantage again for Liquid. Ghost go up with a little bit of an investment behind the AUG and AUG. And Cousteau picks up that first frag, not too shabby. That's what the punishment you're going to take if you continue to run straight down middle from T-spawn.
Yeah, and he actually walls Nitro down to 42 as well. It's going to be a lot of damage onto him. Cousteau is onto 13 HP himself, so he's going to play a little bit more passive here. Liquid now spamming through those doors. Quite a bit of damage being done to Wardell as well.
Freak. Oh.
But it's going to be Nitro taking down Freakazoid on Catwalk.
That's unfortunate. He just had the CZ, and he was just trying to tap away. Couldn't quite get it done.
But Stewie2K at the top of mid, he's going to go down to Cousteau's AWP here, dropping the bomb, giving the Ghost Gaming side a little bit of room to work with. Elige actually drops into CT spawn, though, takes down that AWP, and this round has just turned on its head for the Ghost Gaming side.
And I love this from Elige. Drops the smoke behind him so he can still hold himself here and not have to worry about what's coming at him from the A site. 2-on-2, but look at the firepower. Neptune's the only one with a rifle until Steel comes back through CT, gets an AK. He's underneath the bomb plant right now. It's planted for Catwalk, so Steel needs to stop them from getting onto Catwalk, and it's not going to happen. Now it's a long road for Neptune to be able to come across long A, get into the site, find players, and expect... I'm anticipating that the bomb is planted for Cat, but nobody's on Cat right now, so it's going to be a little bit of a question. Neptune at 7 HP needs a dream, and he needs some time, because that's what Nitro's playing, the clock, and now he's playing audio cues.
Jumping up into the side is Neptune, not checking the corner of Nitro right there. And it will be Nitro being able to take him down. 5-0 for the Liquid side here, off to a very dominant start, continuing with that momentum that they had on Mirage. Ghost Gaming looking to put an end to this right now. Yeah,
here's that drop from Elige. This initially catches Ghost completely off guard, because if somebody's going to drop into CT, it's the typical smokes. The first one's on the Catwalk right at that corner, so that's where you expect somebody dropping off, because they'd be covered from over where car is or from sight. But he jumps off dry, and what he does is he has an extra smoke, and now that he gets that kill down there, he's able to drop the smoke behind him and then fight over towards the B side. Risk and reward. Elige popping off a shot over towards Steel. He was able to cross over. He's being directly supported by Wardell, who's now fallen back himself and looking back towards CT. Back to the A side he goes. And we had seen this before as well. I believe it was Cousteau that popped Freakazoid to start one of the rounds, or one of the entries it seemed, over toward on Mirage. And at the same time I saw Wardell just scope in and look towards one of his own teammates. So these defaults don't seem to be completely hammered in for Ghost. They don't anticipate where their teammates are, where their defaults are holding. So just from a little bit of interpretation, it seems, and I'm probably stretching at that, but it does look like Ghost is a little rusty.
Steel now getting the entry kill on towards Naff here. Freakazoid making that contact, has to fall back. Nice Molotov from Wardell to hold the tease at bay for the moment, and it will be the man advantage going the way of Ghost Gaming. We haven't seen that too often either. Ghost Gaming getting that first pick in the round.
Yep, here we go. Mid presence, Freak gets the kill, but he falls back just in the nick of time to get his head in the smoke. You can't see Twist coming through there, but it is going to be traded back out. Your CTs are split 2 and 2 to the sites, and they can still support one another, especially considering the op from Gusta is still over there on this B site, and then Wardell's is at A. He's going to be challenged. Now the B team's going to struggle to look over towards A. A run boost is in the cards. Up and over the top. The run boost doesn't get the forward momentum it needs, and Wardell has a super easy shot against Stewie, and then Elige, still on planet Earth, is also cleaned up by him. So Ghost are on the board finally.
Yeah, time was running against Liquid there. They need to move very quickly towards that A site. No flashes as well to get out into A, so they go for that run boost. Wardell actually getting a great shot onto Stewie, and then that second shot onto Elige. Get Ghost gaming their first round, and the double op setup for Ghost finally paying off.
Straight down to mid they go. Liquid are very confident about doing this.
Good
and
opening
I feel
pick.
like they're eventually going to stop this. That's the second round now where Ghost is able to get those first frags because Liquid are coming down into mid so quickly that the CTs are at least getting this opener frag. And that's a risk that you don't need to take necessarily. There's no real reason to get down here so fast and you're thinking of any kind of rush stretch. That's not what Liquid's doing. They are always playing really respective. Pop Flash comes in. Freakazoid has a Molotov behind Elige, but he can't take care of him first. Elige is just the multi-fragger. He did it on the previous map, and he's doing the exact same thing here now.
Wardell was actually holding that angle, and when he went to go throw the Molotov to block off that little catwalk angle and help Freakazoid out, that's when Elige pounces. The Molotov lands short. Elige able to pick up 2 kills. He does go down there to Cousteau's op, but with the bomb down in top A and with these lurks positioned for the Liquid side, Ghost Gaming hard-pressed to save these weapons right now.
There's lurks everywhere. Stewie's in B tunnels. He is spotted. Neptune wisely gets this one by checking that. You wouldn't anticipate Stewie to be there already, but maybe you do because it is Stu. So now Nitro comes over, and he'll try and come back from that. Leaving the bomb site is Naff. So you've got Liquid with enough money, apparently confidently enough to be able to spend and hunt on this round. But now that they lost that one rifle, and the money for Liquid is below really $2,000 for most everybody except for Naff, that they will not commit any further rifles, any further armor, any further utility. Liquid have to be thinking about the future. Even though it's 6-1, you could quickly slip into a deficit here with Ghost being able to pick up 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah, here's this great shot. Elige being protected by that Molotov. It's creating a smoke in front of him that Wardell can't actually see through, and that's going to provide Elige his second kill, open up that A bomb site, allow Liquid to move in very easily, and get that bomb planted.
Yes, there it is. Okay. Liquid are no longer going straight down into mid through the alley.
Yeah, they're going to slow it down.
Yeah, they have made that correction. And you know who was ready there and wanting to find that early pick was Gusta. So he's going to be your mid defender right now. Really standard default, it looks like, for Ghost. They do have Freakazoid shifting. He has been previously on Catwalk. This time he's now supporting mid. And as I mentioned, that was Cousteau. So you have a little bit of extra presence on this end, but that leaves a gap in the defense. In the lines, Ghost are currently not representing anything on Catwalk.
Does look like Liquid will be drifting to Catwalk now as the bomb moving up towards that area. They still have a lurk outside long, and Nath, who's actually throwing a pop flash for the Catwalk players. They're able to take it now, and we still have Stewie lurking outside those B tunnels. Wonder where Liquid's going to go as we near the minute mark.
Like, literally nobody's watching Catwalk right now. What I would anticipate is that Wardell would be watching this from car. He's just now shifting here. That is almost the entire first bit of that round where he was not watching Catwalk. He was watching the doors, helping out Steel over there. I mean, Liquid could have walked onto that site without even using any utility, but I think Ghost is relying on the idea that, you know, Liquid's not going to do any dry peeks.
Big flash from Elige. He's down into the site right now. Wardell missing that shot with the AWP now. Will provide Liquid some room to work with. Another flash towards long as well is going to cash Elige off, and it should be Wardell taking him down, in fact.
Freakazoid really hesitant to go through
shots.
that smoke, and wisely so. Wardell has picked up himself a 3rd kill. Bomb is down. Stewie's in a 1v4 with no control on that. That bomb is deep to the site. So this is going to be a second round in the last 3 that Ghost have been able to win. And like I had said before, Liquid's money's not hot at all. In fact, the next round is going to be really lackluster. I would expect Stewie's head armor, AK, and some utility to be pretty much as good as it gets.
Yeah, looking at the money of Liquid, really only Elige has enough to even AK armor at this point. So most likely a full save, maybe some pistols being dropped. but I don't actually see Liquid going at this with a full buy. Actually, no, they are. Look at Twist buying himself all the way down right now.
Way down. Way down. Can you name that movie?
No.
Office Space. You tell me every day is the worst day of your life?
Never seen Office Space.
Man, it's a tough spot.
He's going to see Nath, however, get the opening kill of the round here.
The worst day right now for Naff. Molotov in there into mid as well, so Liquid are getting a little bit burnt and a little crispy. Twist and Stewie were forced to fall back. They had initially had some mid control through the doors. They have to come back and then re-aggress. They do luckily so get there, and Freakazoid's unable to see over top through his own smoke. He's at this box position. Cousteau's firing through that smoke as well. It's very thick back there. And over towards the B site, Neptune, the solo defender, has been evicted. So you have an even strength, but there's been good damage done to Liquid right now. Ghost should keep the gas pedal on. They need to be able to work this retake. Right now they're going to try and posture themselves for a little bit of extra. Are they really though?
Yep, they're going to go ahead and give that up, save the AWPs, and that's just because Liquid has total B control at this point. Even if there wasn't the lurk out towards mid, which they don't know about, there would still be 4 people within that B bomb site, 2 of them with rifles.
Well, that's the thing. 2 of them have rifles. That leads me to believe that Ghost have actually misread Liquid's economy.
That's true. Maybe they think it's a full force buy at this point.
Yeah. They probably think there's full rifles in there when there's not. Tough spot, and it would be unfortunate if Freakazoid were to fall here and give over this AUG. Bomb detonates. They're going to go aggro on this. Pop flash around the corner. Freakazoid can't quite get there. I don't think there was quite enough pepper on that flashbang to get around the corner. He'll sit still. 7-2. I said 7-2 offsuit before, and we're in that same score line as we were in the last map.
Yeah, that was a very rough round for Ghost to lose, just as they're starting to pick up momentum, just as they pick up that very nice round with Wardell's op towards Game Helper. But really, Gusta was Neptune's help towards that B bomb site, Dallas, and because of the mid-B split and how fast it came in towards Gusta, he was forced to go towards CT spawn. That isolates Neptune in that B bomb site and allows Liquid to swarm, not only from the double doors, but also from the B tunnels there. And after taking down Neptune, well, they have the full B site to themselves.
And they get a buy out of this. I really thought Ghost were going to be able to at least try a retake. It was 4v4 in that last one. Now they get a little bit of a reset. Their loss bonus is back up there, but with the new economy, they're fine, technically speaking. But 5 rounds in a row now have gone back and forth. Right now, Liquid have the last statement, but Freakazoid is starting to maybe hope that they get the next round. But it's a 1-for-1 trade. Nitro through the door. Sacrifices a lot of his HP, so Ghost have a narrow margin when it comes to health, but their defense is split wide right now. Nothing in mid, and previously we've seen a little bit of lackluster vision on Catwalk as well. Wardell in that exact same spot. Nobody's watching Cat.
Look at this B aggression from Cousteau right now, pushing up through those upper tunnels here, clearing that out for his squad, as Liquid moving away from B will give Ghost Gaming the information that they are most likely heading towards the A site, where Wardell with that AWP is looking in towards those long double doors.
Yeah, I do like this. So Ghost have actually just given up Catwalk presence. They know that there's not enough there, and with that information from Cousteau, they decide to put Steel and Wardell together on long A. There's no sense in having one person watching either direction, and you lose that fight. Steel gets traded out, and it's going to be traded right back. Well played by Ghost to being a little bit man down in a situation like that, with the T's being able to consolidate their forces towards A, have virtually won the round. The bomb's down at long, and Twist is solo up here on Catwalk. I just love that idea to just, it's almost, you don't think of it first. You think, okay, I gotta defend the site. When you don't necessarily have to up front. Put those 2 A defenders, put them down long, and you work together off of one another.
Definitely, and that's exactly what Ghost did there, as they're able to pick up their 3rd round, Dallas. The double op setup staying on the field as well for Ghost here. Liquid now finding themselves a little bit short on cash, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it was a matter of time. The one round that they got away with when they were into the B site, and the Ghost didn't try and retake that. We remember that there were 2 rifles in there, then with pistols on top of that. So they gifted that round. They were able to buy into the next, and now we're back into just pistols and a single rifle. Fast rush A right now. Steel's blind. Everybody's blind out here. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and Steel suddenly finds himself in front of the corner smoke. No more support. Man advantage for Liquid right now, and they're spamming towards Wardell, but he has the scope. He has them dialed in. He'll take 2 more, and it's Elijah and Nitro, P250 and Deagle, and they're both in mid right now. They don't know it yet, but if they were to turn left in mid and go towards the B site, there would be only one defender there. They've instead chosen the right. They've gone towards A. They're going to be equal force, but outgunned.
They are going to boost up and send Elige running out towards that catwalk area.
Oh,
and
my
actually,
goodness.
Elige gets a deagle pick through that smoke as Cousteau does take down Nitro. Can Elige pick up one more and get this bomb down?
He doesn't have to right now. I mean, Cousteau, you see, just falls out of this, waits for Neptune, and Elige is searching for his contact across the floor, and maybe he'll be able to find, a big piece of candy there at the end. Got the AWP, and he knows he has a fight out long A. He doesn't have to peek it quite yet. This is going to be a stretch for Elige, but he has been a lights-out performer today. He's absolutely on the mark.
Using that Molotov to actually create a little bit of a smoke, allowing him to peek towards long. Now Elige in this 1v2. We'll be hearing this movement towards spawn. Not able to pick up Gusta, and that's going to be the notice that he is still in the site here. And we are seeing contact being made. Elige not able to do it. Gusta taking him down with a great op shot to give Ghost Gaming their 4th round.
Yeah, Elige just really has... You could tell he wanted to get off the site. He just couldn't get off the site. He still expected that Cousteau was out long A. So even warranting going past the catwalk plant boxes, that was asking too much. You saw him like take one step out there. He's like, no, I'm going to stay on these boxes and stay covered because long A could shoot me at any point.
Yeah.
And then once he saw that he was getting pushed up elevator, which was actually a double push that direction, he was still nervous about where catwalk was. So he never really got off that site, and he just couldn't make anything happen. It was playing from a turtle shell.
All right, and to start this round, Liquid not moving too quickly here, just staying towards the top of middle. Elige gets caught by Cousteau. Cousteau has done a phenomenal effort of getting these first picks towards the middle area, and that's really what's giving Ghost this man advantage in almost every single round. So great effort out of Cousteau, and once again, Ghost Gaming in the driver's seat for the moment.
Unfortunate little pop flash right there. Caught Nitro. He really wanted to peek mid after using a Molotov, and he won't see anything. So a little bit of utility expended. That gives Ghost a bit of an edge on that front, considering Elige is down and out. And what a player to be able to take down. He was top fragging the last map. He's top fragging for his team into this map. And the scoreline is 7 rounds up, or it's 3 rounds up for Liquid. They're at 7 and 4. But as a matter of fact, it's Ghost that have the top 2 fraggers in Cousteau and Wardell. Both of your oppers are having a massive impact tonight.
Wardell getting a little bit nervous about this catwalk as he did see a player just jumping out on the top of it. I do believe that was Nitro, who's just jumping on the top of that cat smoke that was thrown. Wardell getting a little bit nervous off of that, but Liquid does look like they're going to favor the B bomb site in this round here. They haven't really executed on it too much, just a few times in this first half. And here we go. As we pass the 25-second mark on the clock, Liquid have to hop on their bikes, and they have to get into this site.
Well, initially I thought they were going to have 2 defenders on B, but right now Cousteau's fallen down to mid to carry some of that baton. Flash is coming in. It's going to be up to Neptune on the front line. He's back behind the first boxes. He swings out. Twist swing super wide on him, too. The entries are good. 10 seconds. Can Freak stop the bomb? He does. Can he hold the line now? He does. He's got only Naff in front of him, and it shouldn't really matter. Not enough time to plant. Safety in distance between Steel and Wardell right now, far away from that combat.
Massive
Great job from Freak.
Yeah, massive rotation over towards the B bomb site from Freak, really getting there in the nick of time, because even if he was there one more second late, the bomb would have crossed into sight, and there would have been defenders on those doors to take Freakazoid down the second he tries to come through to kill the bomb planter. So getting there right in the nick of time, taking down those 2 players, allows Ghost Gaming to once again pick up their 5th round. So as of right now, they've got 3 rounds in a row and really sweeping that momentum that Liquid generated early on in the half right from under them.
Yeah, and Freak's pushing right now. He's top mid, crossing the tree, and he's seeing a lot of players. They throw a lot of flashbangs at him, too. That was just smart from Liquid to recognize what was happening, and all eyes suddenly turned towards him, and they were able to deal with him quickly. That's going to be a weapon recovered. This can get dangerous for Ghost.
To believe Liquid will be sending one more pop flash out those long doors. Stewie in the spawn area here should be lining one up momentarily to get his team out long and give him some control.
Yeah, I like that. Liquid are just keeping everybody together right now. And they've boosted up, so they're just seeing if somebody overpeaks this, which is not. Now Steel tries to catch him, and they lose another player. That was a sacrifice by Naff. He was, of course, just one of the weaklings running up without a rifle, I believe, but it was all just to get the aim in for Elige. Even strength. Stewie wants to be able to pick up a rifle of his own as well, but Wardell ending Elige. That's one of the important weapons, too. That's going to be irrecoverable as far as Liquid is concerned. They double back, quickly so. As a matter of fact, Stewie's way ahead of the curve, way ahead of Twist, and he's already into the tunnels. If they go towards B, they're going to fight Neptune. Now, previously, Neptune has been pushed off of these angles on the B side from the entries from tunnels, but that's just from the flashbangs. This time, Neptune should be able to keep his sights downrange. Nothing will come astray from this one. Stewie's on the first. He's down. Twist is now peeking and now getting out at least, but reinforcements have plenty of time to arrive.
15 seconds on the clock here. Neptune still in the back of the site. Twist not able to get to him as Cousteau rotates in and does take down Twist. Ghost Gaming within one of tying this one up, and it's been a very good end to this half if you're the Ghost Gaming side. On a map like Dust2, Dallas, when you get that 6-round mark on your CT side, you're happy with that. You realize that you've done your job and it's going well for you. So for Liquid right now, they've really got to pull away in these last 2 rounds, or Ghost Gaming is going to pull away with this half win.
Yeah, and we saw Ghost. What started them into the success rate was a double op, but when it went scattering back and forth down the rounds, not enough money was being able to be saved by Ghost to get a double op. I'd mentioned before that Gusta and Wardell were the top fraggers. They still remain the top fraggers. Almost 2.5 times more kills than anybody on the team individually. That is insane between those two oppers, and the fact that they're able to get back to the weapons that they're comfortable with, they're back to the weapons that they're able to make the most impact on, is speaking volumes for Ghost.
Twist now moving towards Catwalk, able to flash it off just slightly, allowing him to move into the site now. And by the looks of it, his teammates will follow, as we do see Wardell poised on this Catwalk to get a kill.
He stands up too. Through the smoke of that Molotov was making things a little bit cloudy. But look at the push. Steel is pushed up through double doors, but the Molotov from Naff, he got some sense that somebody had pushed up, maybe by a footstep or something, but the Molotov pushes him right back to where he should be. B tunnels have presence, but Liquid, I don't like the look of striking into this B site. A push in through the tunnels is Cousteau. This is with an op of all things, and oh so close is Stu. Catches that one. Now the B site looks a bit more appetizing.
That's a big kill coming out from Stewie now, and he's actually going to pressure on into the site. Neptune able to take him down, but Nitro quickly trading that one out is going to give Liquid a full B bomb site. Wardell peeking in through the window, not able to grab a second as Twist does take him down, and the bomb should be going down here in a moment.
Yeah, but look at Elige. He's here to catch some kind of flank coming, or rotation coming across. Liquid have done this before when it's been the B site. They've had players scattered across the map, but right now they're being taken in pieces. Elige defending. Standing against Steel, he will fall. It's down to a 1v1, but Twist from the window secures at least the half victory for Liquid. But still, like you're saying, it's been a great turnaround for Ghost. It was back and forth for like 5-6 rounds in a row between the two teams, and then Ghost was able to streak together 4 rounds in a row. So now Liquid, who have essentially been playing from behind after that point, have picked up a round. Can they get the 9th, though? There's plenty of cash in hand for Ghost, but not enough to be able to get a double op comfortably.
Yeah, it's actually a fairly weak buy out of Ghost Gaming coming into this final round. Freakazoid picking up that 5-7, plus a lot of utility. Cousteau's on 4.5, so he'll be able to get something or the other. Neptune gets a UMP, so a little bit of a lackluster buy. On the other side of Liquid, well, their money's not too well either here, Dallas. We see Nitro with that MAC-10. We see the Deagle on the back of Elite, or actually, we'll see the guns that they actually drop being picked up momentarily.
And the buys from both sides, as we enter the last round of this half, it really just tells the story that this hasn't been a sprint. Previously on the last map and for the last couple days for Liquid, it's been a sprint to end games. This time now, with the economies as they are, both teams are winded after running all this distance. You've got a MAC-10, you got a Deagle for Liquid. On the other end, you've got a 5-7, a UMP, a FAMAS. Fast A play. Steel, pop flashing for himself. Maybe he takes this peek with that Molotov on that edge. Oh my god, they swing around him. Nitro has to even double back how quickly he came around that. Surprising himself. Wardell would be the solo defender right now, getting some help shortly, but at least he's able to put the scope up. And now staring. What a difficult target all the way into the pit on a strafing Elige, and that turns Liquid away.
Liquid actually moving all the way back here towards T-spawn, and once again doubling back, as you had mentioned in the previous round, going over towards the B bomb site here. They do have a lurk towards middle and Stewie, who's watching that cat push, as well as long control in Nitro, but the round looks to be ending towards that B bomb site.
Yeah, I think Liquid have sensed that the B site is easier to get into. They have been able to overwhelm Neptune. He's the anchor on this B site time and time again. Previously, though, we've seen Gusta. Actually, no, it's just Gusta here, not Neptune. This could be a surprise, or it's just the same story. They knock him out. Now it's going to be a rebound back for Ghost. Last round of the half. Get in there. Get dirty. Freakazoid nicely turning to his left and recognizing now that he's up a creek. Point-blank range. Stewie absolutely spears Freakazoid, and Wardell's left alone. Unlikely to win the round. I don't think Liquid would drop this one. They Molotov off that window, and Wardell will at least try his best.
Twist now pushes through that window, takes him down. So a 9-6 half out of Liquid. It was looking like it was going to be a lot worse, but Ghost Gaming definitely coming alive, making it happen for themselves. They finished the half with 6 rounds on their CT side. You got to be content with that, especially on a map like Dust2. And we'll have second half coming up in a moment.
That's right. So stick around, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the close action between Liquid and Ghost. On, Liquid's map pick. In all honesty, thinking about this, we thought Liquid were going to run away with it when they absolutely did not. They had a pretty good start, 5-0 to start things off, and we thought it was going to be the same story. Yeah. But I love being proven wrong. I love it. Ghost managed 6 rounds and a half. They hit par for the course. Now they go to their Teesside. So stick around. We'll be right back for the second half. Ghost and Liquid. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL Pro League. We are into the second half between Liquid and Ghost. Liquid taking map 1 on their road to France. Ghost will also want to be able to pick up this best of 3 if they can manage it. At least they ended up recovering a pretty good first half, and they've got 6 rounds, like I said before, par for the course. But winning this pistol round, I think, is just a little bit more kick than they need this. They just absolutely need the pistol round going for them. They choose to go long A, fighting the USPs at range. Twist has shown himself at car, and they win both of those fights. Now Liquid's going to rebound back off of mid, off of the B site. All hands are going to be on deck, but they're coming in one at a time. Elige, though, luckily does get his first fight. Coming through the smoke, he's got one. Looking for the next as well, and he can't convert on Freak. At a distance, you've got a T that's in the pit. That appears to be Gusta. The thing is, he doesn't have a USP, so how useful can he be back there with a little 9mm Glock? I don't know. Nitro and Stewie need to be massive. Now Stewie needs a 1v3 clutch with a kit somewhere out there in the desert.
Stewie now making a little bit of contact with Freakazoid here, but Neptune taking him down towards that catwalk. A great shot out of Neptune to give Ghost the pistol round. But in that round, Ghost taking a very quick long A. And in the moment, I do believe they fired off a couple shots towards the car, and they actually hit Twist in the body. What that does is, as Liquid's moving up that, or as Ghost is moving up long, they actually spot the blood on the wall. And at that point, they're like, oh, someone's got to be behind here. So they're able to take down Twist now, move off into that site, and that's a free A site for the most part for the Ghost side.
Okay. Stewie's fighting in mid right now with his scout, the 2 scouts for Team Liquid, but he's caught the first shot. At least in the, actually no, it would have been low through the body or it passed through the door. He's still kicking, 23 HP. Ghost Gaming have their buy in this one, and appropriately so. They've got a scout of their own to deal any kind of long-range fight. And we talked about how good Ghost was when it comes to ops. I mean, we saw that in, Paramount Pictures in the last one with how good Cousteau and Wardell played. But Steel is also really good at the op too, so we see him pick up the scout in this round. First kill goes for Cousteau. That's going to be mid-control, earned by Ghost. And now what you can do is you could stick a crowbar in between the A and B sites, pry, and see what pops off first.
Yeah, it does look like Ghost will be favoring Catwalk for the time being, as Naff does take down Freakazoid. After Freakazoid dropping a leash here, we are going to see Ghost moving out towards middle, where Stewie's going to tag Cousteau to start this one off.
Yeah, with that friction over there on Catwalk, they lost Freak, but they also gained the information that there were 3 players on Catwalk peeking at that angle. So you saw everybody rebound back, run away from that fight. They lose Freakazoid. I believe Neptune may have picked up the baton over there on Catwalk, finished that fight, and it leaves Naff alone while the bomb ticks miles away. And what a great start for Ghost to get the pistol +1 and likely +2, which would draw this game right back to even Steven at 9.
All right, Liquid now, because of that force buy, onto the save, and Ghost Gaming, well, they're going to keep this momentum going here. Remember, as we ended that first half, Ghost Gaming really coming alive, really taking the momentum back into their corner. So this is great to see them start off on this second half with that pistol round win, moving forward very quickly into yet another round in their corner.
Stack up towards long A. I believe it was some kind of flash nade stack at long. I think there were 3 flashes. 2 of them were thrown at long A. Nobody came around that corner from Ghost. And instead, Catwalk is being pushed. Cousteau's up there, Freakazoid right behind him, and they're just crossing right over the top, right underneath their noses. And look who's going to drop into the rear flank. Cousteau has 2. Nitro and Elige both go down without even a fight. Freakazoid securing long A as well, at least one piece of it. Does leave Naff alone, but he is miles off from Stu. He is down. 5 HP is the difference between Ghost Gaming and a tie game.
And you know what? The 5 HP doesn't make the difference. Quickly taken down. It will be Ghost Gaming tying this one up 9 apiece. Liquid will be full buying into this round here in hopes to get that lead back in their favor. Ghost Gaming with the opportunity to take the lead for the first time in this game here.
Yeah, that would be a feat, I would say. Absolutely. Give them credit for it. It's 9-all, but rifles are here for Liquid. They're going to try and stiff-arm Ghost and prevent that lead swap. Elige, fast cat, greets Freakazoid right up front, and just as he was doing on Mirage, he gets a kill and then he fades back into the weeds.
With that man advantage, Liquid will be moving into a more passive setup here. It does look like Twist playing towards long. He's actually watching the boost above the smoke. Not a bad idea out of him. While Ghost Gaming heading up this catwalk, as well as towards the middle double doors, is Neptune peeking out these double doors, to hopefully get his team evened up at 4 apiece.
Elige is going to kill somebody here. Oh, he sees the barrel from Wardell. Maybe this is going to get a pop flash out. He's looking at feet. He's trying to pop off a couple ankles. And so far, everybody's okay. But Elige takes the high ground even further. Elige hoping, hunting for something, but it's enough to at least show presence and Ghost pull back. They know that's a really disadvantageous spot. You have the low ground, the B team can turn and fight you, the P team at CT could fight you. Instead, they go back up with Wardell, who was in mid. He goes up to Cat, and he loses the fight against Nath. So a 5v4 turned even worse now, 5v3 for Ghost. They set up a pretty standard smoke, but Nath is going to use this against him. He's right at the elbow, and he can see underneath it, but so can Steel. Nath catches one just a bit below the belt into the leg, but with 30 seconds left, a familiar foe arrives onto the battlefield for Ghost. It's the clock.
Yeah, Twist will be in the top 8 towards this Goose area. Ghost with only 20 seconds left. Are they going to clear it out? Yes, a great Molotov to make Twist's life a little bit more difficult. But the pop flash coming in, Twist with the spray down, able to get 2 now before Cousteau drops him. Only 10 seconds on the clock for Cousteau to make it happen. And Naff takes him down before the clock even expires.
Cousteau almost lined up a collateral to take both of those guys off the elevator, and if he did, it would have been a foot race to the site. I think he would have been able to plant the bomb maybe with 2 seconds in excess, but it is Liquid that do win that round. They stop the momentum from Ghost Gaming right when things get important, right into that first rifle round, but we've got a second rifle round right behind it. Ghost have full kits, full setups. Wardell just a bit late as the CTs cross over towards B. I think that was a flubbed Molotov. It indeed was, but Elige goes in dirty, virtually dry for 3 kills. There was a molly that he messed up, but instead he just swings around the smoke anyway and catches everybody off guard. There likely was a pop flash that came in there to help him. The bomb is down, but it's in between the doors right now. But with all those kills, you might actually end up poking into those doors and see what bounties you've earned.
Yeah. Ghost Gaming heading out middle now, looking for a pick towards this area of the map. They won't be finding anything because Stewie is aggressed towards these B tunnels. And now bonus. 2 frags go the way of Ghost Gaming to turn this into a 3v2, a real possibility here for the Teesside.
Wardell was shooting initially at Naff, and I think Elige just happened around the corner and caught a stray bullet. And so 2 kills instantly on that A site, possibly unintended, and they know that they have to go back for the bomb. They might stay over here towards A.
Yeah, still a lot of work for the Ghost Gaming side. As we're passing the 45-second mark on the clock, they haven't recovered bomb towards long. It looks like they're actually going to retake the long tunnels, and now they've got their work cut out for them. Are they just going to keep charging on out? Will they move back towards Catwalk? Because Stewie is aggressed middle and is giving all that information now to his teammate Twist, who's playing in top A.
Yeah, speaking of charging up. Stewie might be a little bit late to the party. Twist is going to duck and cover on the site. Catches Wardell, but stops shooting, possibly expecting that he would have been dead at that point. Traded out, it's going to be Neptune alone. Stewie does end up on that flank quickly. Got Wardell, finishes at what started, and it's 11-9, and Ghost are going to have to bow out of this round. Their money has finally been expended after losing 2 rifle rounds in a row. They could save this round. Steel has 3,600. Wardell's just shy. I mean, Freak's got 3,500 too. This might be just a vanilla round for Ghost, because sometimes you end up in that spot where it's like, okay, we do a half buy and then a full buy in the next.
We could see one of the infamous Ghost Gaming force buys that we've seen on the previous map in Mirage, where they were force buying up a lot, and it wouldn't be a bad idea due to the fact that Liquid really don't have much money in their pockets right now. So if Ghost Gaming are able to pull off the round win, they'll send Liquid onto an eco, maybe a force buy, but it'll give Ghost Gaming the opportunity to tie the game back up.
You're a gambling man. That's a big gamble. Like, right now, if Ghost were to go for a force buy, they'd end up waltzing into not even an op on the field. Sometimes, if you go for a force buy and you play super fast, you can overwhelm an opper and end up taking it. But everybody from Liquid has fully automatic weapons, and I think right now, at least from our perspective, we have a little bit more information than Ghost does. That it would be a manslaughter. It would be pretty rough.
And Ghost, I think they're realizing that as well, as they do not buy into this round. Just a couple nades on the back of Gusta, as well as steal some P250s on the field as well for the T-side. And it does look like long A is what they're going to be favoring, and Twist is going to be there to greet them. Catching a flash, though.
He's still fighting. He's still winning. How did Twist stay alive so long? He spent 3/4 of his magazine painting a portrait into the wooden door.
He sprayed for so long that his flash came undone, and he was like, oh, I'm still here. What's going on?
Yeah, and when he came back to, he saw that there was a big hole in the door and then 2 dead terrorists left and right of it. And he's like, oh, well, that worked out.
Ghost Gaming off the pick on a Liege will be slowing it down now. Look at this re-aggression, or sorry, off the pick on Twist here. The re-aggression now coming out from Liquid as Naff will get a 3K towards long. And Liquid, well, they're going to get their 12th round on the board.
I just like that he dug a hole in the door with just 3/4 of his magazine.
Well, that's the thing about those long A doors. When
you gotta kill him faster than that.
When you're so aggressive towards the long A doors, even if you catch a flash, it's such a tight hole that they're coming out of that Twist is able to just spray everything down and just pick up 2 easy frags, even while full blind, Dallas.
Yeah, full blind, 100%. 12-9. It's been 3-3 in this half so far. Both ways. Of course, Liquid had that 3-round advantage, 9-6 at the end of the first half. Ghost Gaming have invested into this round. I wish they just had a little bit more on it, too. If they just didn't buy all the utility in the last round, they hardly even got to use it. AKs, Galil, Deagle. Galil's now on the deck, back into the arsenal, and Amali pushes Neptune out. So you have nothing to speak for as well for Ghost. What initial sacrifice they had made with Gusta, they had some mid control, but they were forced back. And now you've got to push up. This is going to be a pretty fast fight. And if anybody can do it, possibly full blind again, it would be Twist.
Oh, Twist is about to get the pop flash from Liege. This should catch Freakazoid here. And Twist, not able to see Freakazoid on that as he came around the corner and just tucked himself in.
Yeah, just good positioning from him. Not dedicated to that corner, but still he swings out and he is caught. You might see the same thing. He might go try that one again. Elige, though, doesn't have another flashbang to give it a go, so they give it. They give it to Ghost. If you want to have Catwalk, you're going to have Catwalk. They're going to reposition their forces. Those 2 players went over towards long, and I believe our Elige has come back towards this A site. Ghost are right now just thinking about coming through mid, but this is, like I said before, the most dangerous spot to get to, especially when you're not going to use the smokes that you have. They had 3 smokes, I think, coming into that spot. And now just 1. CT was not covered with a smoke or anything like that. It was just a dry peek into mid. They apparently wanted to keep the lanes open, maybe to use this off. But I didn't even hear it ring out.
Yeah, Nitro coming down towards those lower stairs, finishing off Steel. But basically in that round, you saw Liquid reset towards the long A, and that was a great little idea out of them, realizing that, hey, they're thinking that we're playing a heavy cat. Let's get Twist set up in pit. Elige rotates over, and between Elige and I believe Nath there, towards that top A site, they're able to take 2 more kills towards the Ghost Gaming side that chose not to smoke CT spawn, didn't want to give away their play. They wanted to dry peek out, see if they can catch a CT off like they had in the previous rounds, but unable to do so as Elige and Nath put an end to that.
So let's get into theoreticals. Why is it a completely different animal for Ghost Gaming in the second half compared to the first? I think because Ghost Gaming were reliant on a CT side that you can play double op. Wardell and Cousteau were really carrying the team in that first half. They're still carrying the team right now at 19 and 20 kills each. The thing is, the Teesside double op isn't something that you want to do. It just doesn't fit well. You need to be a little bit more fluid than having 2 guys that are camped out trying to hold angles. So it's not the play style that they were successful with in the first half because they're forced to adapt.
Ghost Gaming will be forcing up into this round right now, so starting on those 4 spies that we saw on Mirage at this scoreline now. They've got a little bit of money if they do fall in this round, but they are going for a quick cat hit, where we do see Elige as well as Nath patiently waiting once again.
Quicker play into Catwalk, it looks like. Got your classic smoke right there to be able to drop down into the elevator. Elige dealing with them 1 at a time, and unfortunately the bomb has fallen into the crux of the elbow and down into CT. So Steel will have to come back and try and get a frag. Hopefully he doesn't feed a frag to Elige because that would be gifting him an ace.
Yeah, lovely spray down from Elige now as he only needs 1 more. And he does it, pulling off the ace with the P250. A great cat hole from Elige will give Liquid their 14th round and put Ghost Gaming's back against the wall.
Yep, and we got to remember, Liquid won map 1. Now we go into map 2. It's a much better fight than we anticipated from Ghost Gaming, but still, at the end of the day, it may wash out going Liquid's favor. And if they do win this, they end up 3-0 in the groups, and they have a ticket punched to France. Ghost would fall into that second, third position, which is still not decided yet between Lazarus and Complexity. Both of those teams currently 0-2. And, of course, nobody wants to be last, because then you're guaranteed not a chance.
Stewie 2K aggressing those B tunnels right now. And he's going to find the first kill onto Neptune. Dallas, this is not the position Ghost Gaming want to be in to start this round. There's a minute 30 on the clock. They're already a man down. And Liquid, all they really need to do is get into a passive little play. Naff, we do see him aggressed on Catwalk with that AWP, but he's not peering off too far here. He will let Ghost Gaming develop their own round.
All right, they've jumped up on top of the Xbox. Freakazoid rounding the corner, right as Nath does too. And Naff drops a Molotov to cover his own retreat. Nobody was immediately there to be able to foot pursue this one. And a one-man advantage turns into two-man advantage. You've got, I believe, Gusta pushing into mid. Pop flashes are there. Nitro's a little bit blind. Gusta's now out in no man's land. No cover. Wardell otherwise was able to at least pull down Naff. That was one of the ops from at least Liquid side. Their only op that was on Catwalk. But now that it's been taken down, Elige is posted up where he just got the ace. He's right now behind the barrels. And he has dialed in Wardell's dome.
Nice shooting from Elige there. Steel, the final member left in a 1v4. Elige still peeking on towards this Catwalk. Should be able to find a frag momentarily. Steel picking up that AWP as well. 20 seconds left. I don't think Steel's going to be able to save this one. Able to take down Elige, but look at these CTs getting ever so close to him as he does head out towards that top A site.
The longer he waits, the faster Liquid can play when there's, like, I don't know, 5 seconds left. He's on Catwalk. There's no chance to win the round. They even check back. I would have expected if I was somebody from Liquid coming up elevator there, I would have been like, okay, he's got to be at the site by this point. There's 7 seconds left on the round. He's probably walked right into it, and he'll be planting shortly. But instead, he was still up on Cat. Wouldn't have been able to win the round. Maybe Holt thinking about he was surrounded. Well, likely knew he was surrounded with the game since he has, but was just looking to hold on to the op into the next round. That's 15 for Liquid, and Ghosts are on the budget.
Fortunately for Ghost, hard-pressed in this round here. They've got plenty of utility in their back pockets, but not the firepower to back it up. We're seeing a lot of damage being done very early on to Steel as well as Cousteau. The Deagles are out long, but Twist is able to take down Neptune now for the first kill of the round.
Yep, did good damage too as well to the players that were out there. You've just lost a healthy one in Wardell. That was in mid. So now Ghost have to worry about what could be a flank coming their direction from the CT side. There's such a lead been developed from Liquid that it could actually develop in Liquid getting a little bit aggressive. Standing on top of the smoke for a one-way. Freakazoid's above the bullets, and Twist takes a ton of damage. This is an opportunity that Ghost could exploit. The Bomb's just now thinking about crossing, and Freak takes the fight. That's Bomb up front. Now Twist is going to be hanging out behind the ninja boxes. He'll be paired up with Stewie, and now a pair turns into a solo act. Freakazoid's working on his ace.
Stewie, is he going to be able to close this one out? Freakazoid going to get that bomb down. A nice flash from Stewie to give him a little bit of an opportunity as he heads out towards that Catwalk. He's not really finding any of these T's peeking him.
Yeah, everybody knows that it could really unravel at any moment. Freakazoid flirting with the ace, and he's got it himself. Turns one right back and shows Elige that he's to that rank out at there as well. Ghost not out of it yet, but they would have to be able to pull off a streak that neither team has been able to do so far in this match. Nobody's been able to pull off 6 rounds in a row. They've got 5 more to be able to do that.
Yeah, looking at that round, Ghost Gaming, I think they were kind of gifted it because Liquid took those fights towards long. Even after Twist ended up with the kill to give them the man advantage, they just kept peeking. Liquid, you see the first player just wide swinging out towards that car area. A second person as well shows up. And Naff right now starts the round off with a great kill towards the long A double doors.
Pop flash in there. Naff blind. We've seen Twist in this spot before. Oh, but Steel gets caught. Very, very thin angle from Naff. The bullet barely wide enough to be able to get through that pixel peak. And now Liquid on a 2-man advantage. Ghost have been in this situation before, very similar to what was going on in the last round as well. So now can you manage to pull it back? This is a stretch because you're Galiled. Cousteau looking for a gun? Yeah, he's got an AK. So you've got something to speak of. I've at least got silver linings for Ghost.
See, the difference between this round and the previous round is Liquid went up and they just held. They weren't trying to re-aggress too hard. Naff taking down Freakazoid now leaves only in Neptune as well as Cousteau to make something happen in this round. Yeah. And I really don't know how they're going to be able to do it here.
No, and Naff spotted the bomb too. So he knows of the 2 players that remain from Ghost, at least one of them has to come back to these double doors. He is on such a narrow margin and able to strike true.
He actually walled Gusta as he was going through and jumping across those doors there.
Cousteau's trying to wall him right back, but here comes the aggression. Cousteau blind as a bat, and that is going to be the end of it. At least Liquid showed that they are mortal on Dust2. It was a decent first half from Ghost. They just couldn't quite get it